You want to start a business in 2024 and you don't know where to go. You're not there yet. Maybe you're thinking about it and you haven't started, or you've tried something before and you're just now getting into the planning side of it, or just even to the ideology of I want to become an entrepreneur or solopreneur and build out a project. Whether you've seen it, whether you've been inspired about it before, motivated to do it before, this is my experience and my best advice for you so you can capitalize and not make the same mistakes I did building a business from 6 to 7 figures. The most important thing that I see, and personally, what I do is I consult and do marketing management for agencies that have 20 to anywhere above 1 million to 20 million in annual recurring revenue. And what I do is I enhance their marketing system. What I've done in the past is do funnels, online web e-commerce related systems, or build out marketing plans that people can sell more online, make more revenue. That's the big goal. And what I've done really for the past 10 years before that was build out brands. And where it gets into a real story time is like I wanted to start a brand when I was 15 years old. Now I'm 25 years old. And something that I realized early on is like it's super important if you're trying to start a business, one, to have a business plan. And this is like a no questions asked type of thing. And I don't mean a comprehensive business plan. I mean like ask ChatGPT using your idea what that is, have it spit out a basic business plan of how to structure things, because you need some type of structure, and then go off to the races with it. That's the only thing you need to get moving. If you don't have capital, that's another thing that can be worked on, but it's not important at all. The most important thing that you can do to get successful today, doesn't matter if you're 15 years old trying to start a brand or business or agency, or if you're 45 or 50 years old trying to build a business, is you start today, you plant the seed, because a seed planted is best planted 20 years ago, and the next best time to plant it is now. And it's important because you have to add value. When I first started out, when I was 15 years old, I knew that I had this idea that I wanted to create something. And with that something that I wanted to create, I wanted to make loads of money. I wanted to build out systems. I wanted to drive a Ferrari. I wanted people to do it at the expense of their dollar and my creativity. And so I had little understanding at the time when I started my first brand of the key factors that go into business. And so I've made a lot of money from the time when I was 15 years old, starting on social media with millions of followers. And my friend at the time gave me a complete roadmap for how to build out an Instagram page and had even more success. But the gist of that is like, I had no idea supply and demand. I also didn't have any idea how to structure certain your business so that you could have more efficacy in the market or gain more market share, or how to market a product, or how to set up an ads campaign. All of these things came after, and in a lot of ways they came, a decade after. And so therefore, I will speak on one thing that will be the biggest tool that you can take, because it has to be you starting on this journey. No matter what you're doing, you have to set aside this one thing in your mind, and it goes beyond planning. It goes beyond market share and liquidity, and it goes beyond capital and having money to invest. It goes beyond all of those things. It's you have an idea, you start now, you continue on that. Because the number one most important thing, whether you're starting a project and you're trying to build it out and get investors, or you're trying to build out an entire system and you're trying to build out an application or a website or a full-fledged agency, is wealth. And you hear this sometimes, but I'll tell you straight up. One thing that I've seen is that wealth is favored by the amount of time that you're willing to wait for that thing to happen. You might have heard this in the past, but for example, had you invested in Tesla 10 years ago, you would be rich today, right? And so that tells you there's many other things, right? If you invest in your health now, you may not see it tomorrow, you may not see it in 6 months, but down the line, as far as if you analyze health as a metric, then down the road, within a certain amount of time, given enough time, you'll have a copious amount of health. Or you'll be wealthy in health, right? And you'll be wealthy in fitness. And so the same thing applies for money. If you can see long term, right, then you can never lose. And so the same works for your business. It's like if you have a dream of starting a business, then make it an action. If you take action, then you get to the next step, right? Because action then goes into results, and results can either be good or bad. You have a good result, keep doing it. If you have a bad result, change that, right? And then you have more to work with the results that you produce. If you want to start a business in 2024, and if you want to optimize, create millions of dollars, if you want to do what other $1,000,000 businesses have been doing in the past and what I'm doing now to scale my business from 6 figures to 7 figures, simply act on what you can, cut off what you can't, optimize, meaning take every action that you can towards optimizing your business and strip away everything that has not been a benefit. That is how you grow your business in 2024. It doesn't matter about competitive market advantage. It doesn't matter about technicalities. It doesn't even matter how much initially is in your bank account, whether it's $1,000 or $100. Starting now will make you the wealthiest person down the road. And I know that because I've seen tens of thousands. I've seen over $30,000 in transactions in months of time with just a promotion on social media. And so there's more to for me to share about success, and it's not enough to share about success. Everybody has that success story, but nobody see like a lot of people want to tell you about the end goal because they're in the end stage of their success. A lot of people want to tell you how to get to certain places by putting certain systems together. But the number one thing to do, if you're on the fence, if you're a clock on the wall ticking time, you need to start today. I hope that was helpful, guys. If you like my videos, if you want to learn about how to scale and what I'm doing to scale other people's businesses and how to look more in depth into the e-commerce side of things, selling online, anything of that nature, please check out my channel, give it a thumbs up on this video, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Peace.